In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Garmin Approach CT10 and talking about whether or not it's worth picking up. So what we're going to be covering in this video are my first impressions, what it actually does, how it performed, the pros and cons, and also the best place to pick it up. So I will just mention our gear giveaway. If you want to enter into our 100, 500, and 1000 subscriber giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, comment giveaway down below. Simply do those three things and you'll be automatically entered. But let's start with my first impression. So this is a club tracking system from Garmin that screws into your grips and it's going to collect all your club data. It comes with one sensor for each club and it's going to record how far you hit each club, so you can basically know for sure and not have to second guess what club to pick. What exactly does it do? So knowing the information these devices give you is pretty important if you want to improve your game, especially if you do struggle with distance control like I did in the past. You'll be able to see how far you normally hit each club and then how accurate each club is off the tee, on the fairway, or on the green as well. And then you can go into the app after your round and look at all your round analysis and see kind of what part of your game needs to work the most. I found that was really useful, actually, just knowing like where your common misses are, where the strengths of your game are, and then you can kind of see where you need to improve and focus on. But how accurate was the thing? So I've tried and tested multiple products like this over the years and most of them weren't 100% accurate. Garmin's normally one of the best when it comes to GPS data, and that was still the case with the CT10. Most of the distance data seemed to be very close to being accurate, so within about like 5 yards of my laser rangefinder. The one issue I found with it was that it often counted a shot that didn't happen. It sometimes selected the wrong club, and then it sometimes missed a score. You can simply go and edit these after, but it was kind of a pain having to do that every now and then. But how useful was the data? So knowing the data these things provide is super useful for taking your game to the next level. I did struggle with distance control for a while. I was either always hitting it long or short on my approach shots, and it wasn't until I knew for sure how far I actually hit each club that my game started to improve. After a few rounds, you're going to be able to see your stats, such as like what percent you hit the fairway and greens, and then what percent you hit left and right. So you can basically see how you can improve. So if you often hit the ball left, you can kind of make adjustments to hit the ball more right, that kind of thing. Definitely super useful. But let's cover some pros. So you don't have to record the club you shot with. It's simple to use. The distance data seemed to be fairly accurate, and then seeing your common mistakes is very, very helpful. Cons: the putting didn't seem to be as accurate as other units. It often gets confused or inputted the wrong data. It only pairs with the S20 or S60 GPS. And then not all my sensors actually worked, so there was about 2 or 3 of them that pretty much stopped working after about a month or so. So it kind of sucked, but not a huge deal, I guess. The breakdown: performance score, I'll give it a 7, price score, I'll give it an 8, ease of use 9, my personal score an 8, which is definitely pretty solid. There's definitely ones that are worse. There's definitely ones that are better in my opinion. But let's cover some frequently asked questions. So what watches are compatible with the CT10? Only the Garmin S20 and Garmin S60 right now. Is the CT10 better than the Arccos? I personally like the Arccos system better because it was more accurate and also the app was better. It just provided some better data, and I definitely like kind of the user interface of it. Is it worth getting the 3-pack? I'd say it's probably better to save up and get the full set so you can kind of get a full picture on what your game's looking like. If you just get a 3-pack, I guess it's better than having no information at all, but I would prefer to save up. It's really not that much more, and just get the full pack if you want to go with this. But is it worth it, taking into account all the pros, all the cons? I would say overall, I do say it's a fairly decent golf tracking system, but in my opinion, there are better options currently on the market. I've tested quite a few, and some have been more accurate, and others have had a better app with similar price tag on it. But as of right now, my favorite tracking system is the Arccos Smart Sensors, so I will leave a link for that down below so you can check those out. But if you would like to see more images or reviews of any of the mentioned products, or you want to get any of them for the lowest price available, click the link in the description down below. At the time of the video, that was the best place I could find it, so you can go ahead and check out the current price if you want. And if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And that's going to be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.